Good evening everybody. This is Bhargavi. Welcome to Programming Guide channel. Today I am going to explain you the concept of class. What is meant by class is our topic. Now class is nothing but collection of objects. Collection of objects, we call it as a class. We have an example of real-time class. In class what happens? When a teacher comes and she or he teaching the lessons, the students will listen to that lesson. That means all the students having the same feature, behaving like a student and listening to the same class. So we are calling that as a class in the real world. Here also in the OOPS concepts, in the concept of OOP, object oriented programming, class is nothing but collection of objects is called as a class. That means in this world anything to be treated as object. Anything to be treated as object. Consider collection of cars. Car is a class. In that we have different types of cars. So these different types of cars are called as objects. This is called as class. Take mobiles. Mobile is a class. Under the mobile we have different companies. Samsung, Nokia, Realme, Redmi, and all these are the different category of mobiles. So here this mobile is a class. These individual company names are called as objects. That means a class is nothing but collection of objects together. We call it as a class. Now we see how to declare a class, how to define the data members and member functions of that. Now I'll write the syntax of the class. Class, here we write class name. Now open the brackets. Here we write data members and member functions, and I am closing the class. Now here class is a keyword. Class name is defined by the user. That means this class is related to which, that will be specified over here. This will follow the rules of the variable declaration. That means it should not start with a capital letter, it should not with a number, it should not start with the at the rate type of symbols. Now data members and the member functions. Data members are nothing but the variables of the program. Member functions are nothing but functionality will be done by this class. Now we'll see one example of class. Now I am taking real world example class student. Right? Now collection of students is nothing but a class. Now what the student will have normally? No public. It is an access specifier. We'll make a special video on the access specifiers later. Public. Now integer. Normally what the student have? Student have number, name, some marks. Now I'm taking number of the student and I'm considering character name. So name is of string type, so I'm defining the number of characters should be in the name characters. Right? Now these are the data members of the student class. Now what the student class does? It gets the details of the student. Now what is a return type? Now I am writing detail is a function. Function should be open and close brackets are there. Now in this function what we have to do? We have to get the details from the user into these variables. Now write down cout enter number comma name. Now accept number and name and close the function and close the class. So this is about the class. Nothing but what? Class is a collection of objects. Class, class name, data members and member functions and closing the class. Class is a keyword. Class name is defined by the user. Now here example, class, student is my class name. Public is the access specifier. I'm taking number and name of the student. Here I'm defining a function void detail. In this I'm accepting enter number and name. See in I accept the number and name into these variables and I'm closing the function and I'm closing the class. Now this function is used to get the details of the student from the user. So this functionality will be used for student. So class name to be related to the members and member functions. That means it should have a meaning. For example, getting the details of student. If I say class employee, so it does not matches. If you write also no problem. While writing the program also, if you write executing the program also no problem. But it's not a manners to write the things which are related to the functionality and the class name should be same. Now next we'll discuss about the object. Object is nothing but what? Object is nothing but instance of a class. Now class means what? Collection of things, we call it as a class. In that one member we call it as a object. Consider in a classroom 100 students are there. Now each one student is represented as object. That means representation of a class is called as object. In textually we say instance of a class is called as the object. Now how to declare the object we'll see. Now class name, whatever we have specified here, and the object name. Now we'll look at the example. What is our class name? Student is our class name. Student is a class name. I'm writing the object as S. That means in order to access these functions, these variables, we use the object as S. That means we are representing the class with a variable that we call it as a object. Clear? Now this statement to be written where? In the main function of the program. In the main function of the program we have to specify the student S. Why? Every program should start with the main function only. So if you encounter this statement over here, internally the class and the object will be created. Clear? Now this is about class and the object. Next we'll see constructor. Now constructor is nothing but same as the class name and it should followed by parenthesis. Nothing but constructor is also a special function which having the same name as the class name and followed by open and close bracket as parenthesis is called as a constructor. That means what? Constructor name and class name should be same. Okay. Now we have this constructor. Now whatever the constructor you are specifying here, that is used to initialize the variables. This is used to initialize the variables and this constructor will be called. This constructor will be called when object is created. For example, in the previous case, we have declared student yes. That means what? We are creating the object for the student class. At the same time, the constructor of that class will be created. That means will be called. Now we'll see some of the examples of the constructor. Before that, we'll see how many types of constructors we have. We have three types of constructors. That is default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. Default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. Now, if you look at one program, you'll be very clearly understood. What is a constructor? Constructor is a special function which is called when the object of the class is created. Now, what is the use of constructor? It is just to initialize the values of the variables in the constructors, right? Now, we'll see a simple program on default constructor. Default constructor is nothing but a constructor without any parameters. We call it as a default constructor. What? Without any parameters. Default constructor is nothing but what? Without any parameters. If you write a constructor, then that will be called as a default constructor. Now, first we'll see default constructor. Now, directly I am explaining the default constructor with a program. Now, previous example only I am taking student. Now, how to write a class? Class student is my class name, and I have an access specifier as public. Now, declare integer number, character, name. Now we are writing constructor. Constructor is nothing but what? Same name as the class name. So what is our class name? Student. So constructor is same name as a class name followed by open and close brackets. Now in this what we are doing? Just this is to initialize the values of the variables. And I'm closing this. Now display these two details by using the display function. Now I'm closing this and I'm closing the class also. Now what we have to do, this is class, this is a constructor function, this is a normal function. Now we have to create the object of this class in the main function. Now write down void main. Now what we have to do, we have to create the object of this class. Now what is the class name? Student S. Not only S, you can give S1, S2, S3, stud, any name you can give it. Now, when you enter the student S, automatically internally the calls control moves to the student constructor. Why? Because construct speciality is that only when you create the object of the class, control automatically jumps to the constructor and it will execute the functionality of the constructor as soon as you entered. So first this function is completed, then control moves back to the next statement of this yes. Now what we have to do, we have one more function is what? Display. S dot display and close the main function, right? So this is the default constructor. Nothing but what we are doing here. When you create the object, control directly moves to the constructor of the respected class. It executes the statements, that is number is equals to 101, name is equals to Bhargavi, and control comes back to the statement after the this statement. After what statement we have? Only this one. It will call s dot display. When the control encounters this, it will search for the display function in this object. So this s is a student class. Now control moves back to the display function and it executes cout number and name, and a control will come back to the main function. So this is default constructor, right? Next we'll see parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor is nothing but what? In this constructor, do we have specifying any parameters over here? No, directly we are initializing the values over here. Now parameterized constructor is nothing but what? When you declare a constructor, will specify parameters here only. Then we call it as a parameterized constructor. So in the same program I am modifying. Now here from this constructor I am passing right. So this program is for what? Parameterized constructor. Now same program, simple modification. First I am creating the student class. In that number, name, right? So the name and the number is declared as a class variables. So these number and name are the variables which are related to student class. So these number and name are local to this class only. Now int n and char nm. So these are the variables which are local to this function only. Now whatever the data will be in n, that I am storing in n. Whatever the data we have in nm, that I am storing in nm variable. Right? Now void display cout number, cin name and displaying the name. Come back to the main function. In main function what we are doing? Student s. I am creating the object for the class with the two parameters. That means 40 I am passing as n, x, y, z I am passing as n. Right? Now this 40 will be stored in n. This x, y, z will be stored in n. Now what we have in this? We have in this 40, we have x, y, z here. Now this 40 will be assigned as number. This x, y, z will be assigned as name. Now when you execute this, that means when you create the object, control directly goes to the respected function and it executes the constructor. After the executing of constructor, control comes back to the main function after the statement to which we are writing over here. Now what you are doing? S dot display function you are calling. So where is the S dot display function? After that, control will move to the display function. Now in display function what you are doing? You are displaying the number and name. So this is parameterized constructor. Now next we will discuss copy constructor. Now what is meant by copy? Normally when you write your exams, if you look at in some other example, what the lecturer will do? He will say you are copying. That means what? You are writing by seeing into another paper. That means here also nothing but we are making a copy of one object into another object is called as copy constructor. But both the objects are related to the same class. Now the same program explaining here also. Now what we are doing? We are making student class, number and name as object, student integer number, character name, same thing, display function and display. Now what is a copy constructor? Copy constructor is nothing but copy of one object. Copy of one object assigned to another object of same class. So don't forget the same class. Copy of one object assigned to the another object of the same class. Now what is the object of this student class? Yes, is a student object. Now what the values are there? 40 and xyz. Now I am creating one more object for the same class. Student S1. So this is another object. In this object I am assigning S. That means whatever the values you have over here, those values are copied to S1. That means this S can also call this display function. This S1 also can call the display function. We are assigning S to S1. That means we are creating one more constructor. So in this constructor, when the control executes this statement, again this constructor will be called. Why? Because this S1 is also another constructor of the student class. Just in the copy constructor, what we are doing? We are copying this S into S1. Now S dot display, S1 dot display. Both are same. Now close this. Right? So when you execute this, so this statement is executed, the values of number and name will be displayed. When you execute this, again the values are copied into these two variables. When S1.display is executed, then the same function will be executed. This is about the copy constructor. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like my video, share to your friends. Thank you.